Hello. Ah, shoot. Okay. Is audio working? Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. 1, 2, 3. All right. It seems to all be working. That's good. Just realized something though. I forgot to put something. Something very, very important. So just give me a second. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. Looking good. Looking good. All right. What was I doing? Right. So I can make this bigger. Wow. Is that quality bad? Uh. Whatever. Who cares? What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. I was trying to calculate the damage real quick. It's going well. Well, it was going well until it wasn't. I want to showcase it real quick. It may not make sense because I've been doing it for the past couple of hours. Yeah. Should I put music? I should. Fortunately, though, I don't know what music to put. In fact, I don't know how to put music. Hold on.
These earplugs make your commute quieter than a library.
All right. Sorry. I have no idea if that's loud. Going to the OBS, it's in the green. It's in the green bar, and so it should be fine. I don't know what this mic audio thing is. Can I remove that? No, I can't. Can I at least hide it? Oh, I can. Okay. I have Warframe audio too. Let me hide that as well. Alright. So I have desktop audio, game audio, and my own mic. Alright. Seems good enough. Yeah. A little more volume, a little more. Okay. Let me show the formula real quick. Obviously it's not completed. I keep pausing. Give me a second. Okay. To get to the point, where am I? Yes, here we go. I have to explain these. Okay, I guess I could go with these final character attack first. That is basically. That is okay. So these are for 70, right? Right. I only have skill efficiency and max sanity. See, 0 attack is added. 30 range, but that doesn't matter because that was just my poem. That doesn't matter. No, the reason why I have it says 900. Oh, you couldn't even see that I was playing that. Nice work. Good job, me. All right. No, you see, 470 attack. That's the base attack. I have nothing boosting it, so +0. All right. So this is the base attack, and that includes the +20 and +30, because these affects your initial base attack. Which I don't think there's a way to get your initial base attack unless you first see it. You can just do the math to like reverse and get it back if you want to, but it's fine if it's like this. Okay. Now with the main theme and point, the notepad. Right. Wait, it's not a notepad. It's an Excel sheet. Well, it's Google Sheets. It doesn't matter. The reason why I have 941 is because this is the base attack I showed, right? Then this is 20 and 30. That's just the passives that I show here. 20 and 30. And is that an ad play? I don't have an ad blocker.
And the McRib, it's more than earned it. That legendary saucy favorite is back, and it's just as good as.
Right. And so yeah, these 20, 30, right? That's there. That affects it, and that's important. And so there's these formula that was made. You get the base attack. Then you take your tribute, which is usually the 18%. It's the where is it? It's the hydro attack plus 18%. That's the attribute attack. And like that multiplies differently. That's a separate multiplier. So yeah, back to these. Wedge attack. That's the 75%. Right. That's just these. And the other attack is also just any other attack that is like, where is it? Is like 60% attack, that stuff. The passive attack, that was the 2831, right? These ones, 2830. Those are the passive attacks. And yeah, that's it, okay? So what ends up happening is you put the 470, the base attack, right, into the Excel. And when you do that, it ends up doing nothing. No, this is correct. This is correct. This is correct because, yeah. Let me quickly do this one. This is 470.71. 30. So the base is 313. So 313.81 is base attack. 2030. 470. Okay, yeah, it's correct. It's correct. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. It should be that. That's what we see. That is what we see on here. Okay. So what you end up also having to do to get to this 941 is when you have a trial rank, you end up getting a bonus. And that bonus in question, well, it depends on your trial rank. Yeah, right. Yeah, if you look at the not formula, I saw it from this person, these website, the boarhat.ggg, right? That's the percentage you get per trial rank. I'm trial rank 61, so that is 150, right? 150. And so what ends up happening is this is equivalent to the 75% wedge, the 60% passive attack, character attack from your weapons. So it takes basically the same formula, right? It is the exact same formula. This formula, this is something else. Well, it's the same thing, but oh, never mind, forget that. Anyway, this is the 141. Right, if it's basically here, let me just type in 150. Let's see what happens when we type 150 times 941, right? 941. So it matches. The reason why this goes up, by the way, because you didn't put 2 and 2, is because it's taking the extra 150 from this. So don't pay attention to that, really. I'm just showing that these is the same as a wedge attack or other attack. I guess other attack is fine too. It'll go to 941. It goes to 941, right? Good. So that's why this is the final character attack. Alright, now to the main point is the one where you calculate the damage for all this stuff. Is a skill multiplier base, right? You get that just from looking at these.
데이트 신청하시는 건가요?
It's the 2769, right? That's the thing. That's the multiplier. And so what it does, I didn't write the, where is it? Okay, here it is. I was looking at Notepad. What can I paste it? Let's paste it here. It is the character final attack times the skill multiplier times the skill damage percentage times morale percent times resolve times 3.75 times duel. I didn't update it. Times skill bonus percent. Okay. This probably doesn't make sense to you. That's fine. It doesn't have to. Not right now. what we're paying attention to is just the character final attack times the skill multiplier percent. That's it. That's all we're paying attention to right now, because that's the only thing that's included, right? So you just do 941.42 times 2969, right? And so if you do the math, 941.42 times 276.9, you get 26. No.
Call clickgranger.com or just stop by.
I said commas. You get 26. That's not right. Oh, my bad. This is percentage, right? This is percentage. Because that's a percentage. You divide by 100 plus 1. And, what is that? 28.69. Okay. No, that's still not right. What happened? Oh. Why is this? Why is that not correct? Times this. So that's 0. So 1 plus 0 is 1 times that. Why is this? Why? What's going on? Why is that happening? The skill multiplier is 27,699. Right? Yeah. So then the base attack should end up turning out to be 951.42. Yeah, okay. I'm getting that. So why is it doing this? Oh, let me quickly check something. Okay, do I not add? Did I not add +1? Do I not add +1? No, I don't think I had to add +1. In fact, I probably didn't add +. Why did I add +1 right now? Yeah, I added +1. You don't have to do that. I don't think you do. Okay. You guys didn't see what I was doing. Alright. 26,000. Yeah, okay. So what I did is I just removed this +1. Right? I just removed this +1. Yeah, no, that's I don't think you have to do that for the skill multipliers. No. Okay. So okay, we get that. So the damage should be, in theory, 26,067. 26,670. And then there's there's what does it say? RNG multiplier effect plus or minus 5%, right? So okay, so that's just these two. So it should basically stay. I can't see. Let me quickly. Right there. It should be within this range, or it should be that. Alright, so let's go test that real quick. Right? It's a final attack, and these are skill multiplier. I'm gonna and just to make sure it's understood, This guy is level 65 deceiver. I'm hitting him in his shield. Oh, you can't see again. Okay. I hit him. No, I can't. I have to wait for the thing to go away. This guy is level 65 deceiver. My Rebecca is level 80. And I'm hitting the shield. The shields is important because the shields have no defense. So it's just raw damage. Alright, so we're just gonna ult. And it should, as mentioned, do around 26k damage. 26, 24 to 27. Yeah, it did 27,000, right? Around there. We can do it again. 25k. Alright. And we'll do it one more time. 26k. We did around... Yeah, that's about correct. That's about correct. Right? You know, that's the correct damage. And the issue with these... Well, there's no issue with these, actually. The issue comes from... I just realized the desktop audio is the same as... Let me load that. Okay. The issue comes from... These. It says it's maxed. That my skill is maxed. We can clearly see that is not true. That is not true. Because if we were calculating based on we're calculating based on the multiplier being 2,769. That's what we were calculating on. But if you look at the character skills, it says it's 3,179. Okay, a bit weird, but that's what it says. And so if we go back here and if we enter instead that 3,179 that it says, that means we should be doing 29k, basically 30k, from 28k to 31k. Okay, that's what it says. And he says it's max because I have max Rebecca. And yet when I ult, it's 24k. I should never be able to hit 24k if my skill is maxed, because it's not within the plus or minus 5% range, unless that RNG multiplier is like over 5%. It's not. All right, 25k again, and 25k again, and so a bit mysterious. Basically, it basically means that this Intron plus 2 is not applying. It is implying. Yeah. So, what a scam. I also realized if you have a max level 10 skill plus 2, it doesn't go above to level 12. There's no level 12. There's only level 10. And you realize these because when... Here, let me kill him quick. When you go into your skills... See, I have these max. These are still level 8, but they said it was max in the combat. 2,650 max. Level 10 plus 2. And if we're assuming that these becomes max because we saw that it was plus 2, right? It says max right here. Plus 2. It's level 10 now. Yeah, but in these it says it's level 8, and we saw with the math that it was actually doing level 8 damage, not level 10. One, it's either the level plus 2 isn't implying correctly, or it's just not applying. No, I said the same thing. when I say the same thing? Whatever. And so yeah, I realized that. So I guess the Intron levels don't do anything by the looks of it. It just kind of deceives you in that regard. Anyway, let's do one last thing. Well, not last thing, but okay. So, oh shoot, I forgot to show it. Give me a second. Okay, 1,778, 1,078, 1,078, 1,078, 1,078, 1,078. Okay. Actually, no, I'll just show you. It's better if it's shown. Okay, what am I getting with that number 1,078?
저한테 데이트
This is the bonus you get from
신청하시는
this.
건가요?
That's the bonus. It stacks up to 8 times. Alright? If you have E2 Rebecca. But E-tron level 2. And these stacks additively with these. Yes. And so you take that, and I'm just gonna do it 8 times. Actually, you know what? I don't have to do it. I could do it 8 times, but I don't have to. Actually, I'll just do it anyway, because why not? Unfortunately, these are, if you count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm just gonna do times 2, and you get the number. So if I stack it 8 times, I should, in theory, or in practice, reach 107k damage if it's all stacked. If it's multiplying like this, right? Because that's the multiplier. All right, let's check it. Let's check it. Let's see, right? Okay, so I'm paying attention. So I didn't see if that would hit if that hit the number. Alright, let him regenerate. Let him regenerate. Alright, he is regenerating. 1, 2, 3. Alright, he has 8. 108k. That's how much it hit. And that is correct. That is within the range of 101k and 112k. That's within this range. Very good. Oh, it's oh, oopsie. What happened? That's within that range. Alright. I'll do one more time. Okay, I didn't see that. I think that was 107k. But you get the point. And so that appears to be the damage formula for that. Alright. Now what do I want to do? Well, I'm gonna keep doing these. Because I'm trying to figure out what some of these stuff means. Because I wanted to... Oh yeah, one weird thing is that the summon says 2,650, right? So that should mean it is doing 24k, right? But when it hits, it does 12.9k. It does 12k. It does 12.1k. It does 12.54k. Oh, you guys didn't see it again. Let me I'm really good at this, trust me. Okay, 12.8. 13k. 12.9. 12.5. Okay, okay. 13k. But look at this notepad. And not notepad, but it is nowhere near that. But interesting enough, if you look at it and then you do it does appear to be half of it. What is these?
This year, Avery will give her mom a $300
Does appear to be
coat
half of
to her
that.
family.
And so I don't know if it gets divided in half or what. Let me check the percent increase actually. Times 0.05. Then equals, what was this again? P41. P41 times 0.95. So it should be within this range, right? It should be within basically these three numbers. If it is in fact half of the skill damage. And so if we go back to these, my bad. 12k, 11k, 12k, 12.24k, 12k. Yeah. It does appear to stay within that range for whatever reason. I haven't fully tested this yet. I'm gonna test it now. I'm gonna start increasing the damage with this stuff. So first,
데이트
I will be
신청하시는 건가요?
adding. Let's see. This is the prime morale. Prime morale. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here. What am I using? Chart 2. At 75% attack. So now my attack has increased. Morale is 18%. Oh, you guys can't see again. My bad, my bad. Let's go back. Oh, wrong one. Let's go back to this. Yes. I'm using the second one, by the way. This one, second table. 75. So then it becomes 1,176, like this, yeah. Morale is 18%. And yeah, that's about it. And so let's see what happens now. Because I have added it. As you can see. Right. I have 60 skill range. When did that happen? Oh, right, a passive. Or not passive. No, yeah, a passive. Things. So, these gives me 75 attack and 18 morale. So, according to these, I should be dealing 36k with my summons. But, as we already witnessed, it was kind of cut in half. So, I'm actually expecting like 18k, 19k, and 17k. So let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. $18k, 19.5, 18.7, 18.61, 19.150. Okay, that is still within the range. That's still within the range. Let's do it again. 18 point something, 4? 18.0. No, that's still within range. 1943. 244. Okay, okay. So I will take note of that. Yeah. Summons appear to take half of the skill damage. How interest. How strange. Summons appear to take half the skill damage. Which is weird. That's weird. It just literally gets divided by 2. Like, all of it gets divided by 2 by the end of it. Yeah. Strange. Very strange. Let me just move these real quick. Summon damage. So it's a minus 5%. Why is it doing this? Plus minus 5%. This is the average damage you will do. And this is just that. So yes. Yes. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. Just gets divided by 2 at the end. Very strange, very strange. Yeah. Okay, so I think we solved the summon damage for at least her. But that's not the main thing I was trying to do. Although it is good to know. It will help me maximize the damage. Yes. I wonder if there's a way to increase her thing. Oh shoot. Okay, and then now let's do
저한테 데이트 신청하시는 건가요?
the alt. We'll do the alt now. So the alt should now be 38k. Right? 38k. Because remember, we're taking from these 2,799. We are not taking from these because that is not applying correctly. It's not applying correctly. So let's spawn the guy again. Here he is. Remember, it should be doing 38k around, 36k minimum and 40k maximum. Okay. Was it something? I didn't see what that was. Let's do it again. Okay, that's 38k. What's something? I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. Dude. Did that one even appear? Okay, 38.33. 38,300. That is still within the range. 39.8. That's within the range. 39.3. That's within the range. 39,900. That is also within the range. Okay, so I think we are in fact doing that correctly. So I do think that's correct. Okay. And no, I didn't explain these. Well, it's a formula is right here. This formula is incomplete, however, because according to this website, well, okay, I'm ignoring the enemy defense multiplier, the enemy res multiplier, and the enemy damage taken multiplier, and the final damage. Well, okay, I'm not ignoring the final damage multiplier. I just don't know what it is. But I'm pretty sure, not pretty sure, I'm more than likely, more than certain, I can ignore these enemy defense enemy defense multiplier, enemy res multiplier, and the enemy damage taken multiplier. I can ignore those three because I'm attacking shields, and shields don't have defense, so I can ignore those. Only one that I'll have to know to fully understand is the final damage multiplier and these damage boost multiplier, these damage bonus multiplier. I don't think I fully understand those. I think these damage boost is where is it? I think, oh, someone live. I think, I don't know the full list.
저한테
Wait, what am I
데이트
doing?
신청하시는
It says right here.
건가요?
Damage boost multiplier. It includes a damage boost. It includes weapon damage. These and skill damage. It includes skill damage. Skill damage. That can't be right. No, that can't be right because you are already doing that inside the base damage multiplier. You don't do it again. You don't do it again. No, that has to be either different type of skill damage multiplier or what? Maybe an increased damage dealt. And damage bonus multiplier is additional, which is elemental damage like anemo damage. I'm not quite sure I understand that part. Yeah, and the crit damage, but that doesn't apply to skills, so that doesn't matter either. And this final damage multiplier is also one I did not take into account. I also did not take into account I think Fina has some like res pen or something. I didn't take that into account either. Albeit I don't have to right now because that's not being included. But otherwise everything else is still correct per se. Yes, of course. Okay. But otherwise this formula still applies. It still works. No. Who am I? Okay, so these still works. Right? So mine is slightly different than what this is. I don't know what these that actually I do know what one of them is because Outsider has a damage bonus boost, or one of them in his kit. It's this one. It increases damage taken from Outsider. It's 38%. That counts as a separate multiplier.
저한테
And I thought
데이트
these
신청하시는
would have
건가요?
counted as the separate multiplier, which if it did, that would be humongous damage. Huge, really huge, really huge. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's additive. I mean, that's also fine, but imagine that would have been really sick. That's really good. Really good. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Bit of a shame. but yeah. Alright, so let's do some more testing. Okay, what I was trying to do basically is find out how I could maximize the damage, right? And so dang it. Here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that's the thing. So I'm going to how did I change that? Sorry, I was thinking about something real quick. The duel, by the way, is referencing these. It probably applies the same as the other one. I don't know what the other one is. Surge? No. Trapped. I think that's the same thing. I don't know if Surge applies is the same bonus too. I can't really check that because I kind of have to fight a boss. I'm pretty sure. I tried checking before, but I wasn't certain of it. So I can't be certain of that. So I'll just ignore that for now. So I just want to see if I can calculate the max damage I can do. So we're just gonna leave this as 0 right now. So skill damage. Okay, what is the max skill damage you can get on Rebecca? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm trying to see what I should add. Just ignore these. I'll get rid of these inspo shots later. Oh wait, what am I doing? Does she have? She has 24% skill damage shards that I could repeat. I think that's the only thing she has, unfortunately. Yes. Yes. Okay, so that's the only thing she has. And so if I were to, let's say, stack that. Hold on, what's the mandatory stuff? That okay. I just say these 3 are mandatory, right? And so yeah, so pretend I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Pretend I have, sorry, I might be a bit too loud, I can't really tell. 5 of these. So what we're gonna do then is, let's see. This formula still stays the same, by the way. We keep it like this. We keep it like this. So what we're gonna do is, actually, no, we have to go back up. We have to go back up because I added these hydro attack percent, and that changes these. So let's remove. We keep that. We just add 18%. That does increase the damage. Oh whoa! How much is? Whoa! Dang! It increases by 30k. Huh? How strange. Very nice. Very nice. Because okay, yeah, we have the passive attacks. We have the 75 wedge attack. We don't have any other attack. These are all we have. I'm not including these yet. I'll include that later, maybe. And so yes. So okay, morale is 18. So skill damage is gonna be 30, and then it's gonna be 18 from these. And oh, you can't see. It's gonna be 30 and 18. right? And then 24. We're gonna do 24, 24, 24, 20. You can't see. 24, 24, 24. Because we're gonna pretend we have 5 of those, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna pretend we have 5 of these. And this is important because I just want to see theoretically how much damage this would do. Theoretically, if I'm not mistaken, this is 500k. Is that correct? To see if that's correct. Actually, let me change this back to. Okay, these claims to be 27k 644. If these what this means is it's adding all of these together and then it's multiplying these. Or rather, it's multiplying these by these. Divided by 100. Divided by 100, yes. All right, and that should, in theory, be correct. Because, let me first remove all of these. 7,000. Oh, wait. I can't check that in game because I don't have 5 of them. But what we can do is check if it's correct if we have just these ones. So let me quickly remove these ones. 4,762. And over here, 4,762. That's correct. So I can therefore safely assume this is correct as well. No. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. I can safely assume that was correct. Can I safely assume this is correct? Can I safely assume? So it does just get added. It just gets added. It's additive. So it should, in theory, or rather in practicality, be 27k. That's the multiplier. And so it is in fact, although I do wonder, did I mess up somewhere? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This number, why is it so much bigger? Oh, my apologies. Because you had to do times 2. Because I'm accounting for 8. Alright, there we go. 500k. So yes, this should be the final total multiplier of Rebecca's skill. I can't show that because I don't have that. But to prove it, all I would have to do is, okay, so it gets up to 2,890, right? Just a single one. Remember that. Actually, I will remember it. 2,000. I remember it. 2,890.04. Okay. So if we do this correctly, 2,809.04 times 8 plus 2,769. No. Plus 4,000. No, that's not right either. Let me. What am I doing? What am I doing? No, yeah, that is not right. That is not right. That is not right. If I want that to be right, I have to do this. Okay, so no, it is actually 1854.16 times 8. Because I'm trying to see the original one. Right? Plus 1762.68. So we take away these ones. And we do. Yeah. Okay, see. It's correct. It's correct. I added it properly. I hope that makes sense. Take the 1854 because that was what the original one is without the 5 other ones. All right, because you can see it here. You can see it here. And then you add that to the end. To the 4,000. Basically, okay. Basically, you take this number, times it by 8 because you can stack it 8 times, and then you add it to the original one, because that's the original multiplier. You just add it all together. And so, just by having these much, I eventually get 321k. Alright, cool. So therefore, if I add 24 more, I should, in theory, get 500k damage. Right? Yes. But what I am trying to see is what is the actual best I can do. And so I'm wondering if stacking these numbers is worth it. So let this quickly, instead of having 5 of these wings of volition. By the way, that probably gave me a ton of sanity now I think about it. That's pretty cool. Let us see what will happen if we instead do attack. See, there's one thing I want to see. How many tribute attacks are there? I don't think there's a lot. There's like none. There's one. Okay. So Blaze Spectrum gives 48. We are going to pretend we can add 5 of these. I'm pretend we can add 5 of these. Get rid of these. Okay, so go back to the notepad. Keep note of these, by the way, these 500k. I'll write it right here. 529.817. That's with all 24 times 5 wedges. No, don't do that. 24% times 5 skill damage. And we're gonna end up doing 48% times 40% times 5 attack, right? Let's see what that gets us. So get rid of all of the skill damage. Oof, we drop over by half, which I guess makes sense. We're gonna go back up here and we're gonna add, no, we're gonna go here. We're gonna add 48, 48, 48, 48, 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all we have to do. And that takes us to 450k, 453,000 point whatever point. No, let me just 3,107.3519. Right, you don't like decimals. My apologies. All right. So clearly stacking these is not optimal. However, if we look closely and see what happens if we add, let's say we combine the two. So let's remove 48% attacks. All right, we're gonna remove 3 of these. We're gonna remove 3 of these. And then in exchange, we're gonna add 3 of the skill attack ones. I mean, skill damage. Which is this one. Alright, so let's pretend we do that instead. So we're at 24, 24, 24. Ooh. And we already had the 48 and 324 skill damage. Okay. 50% times 3. 48% times 2. Attack. Alright, so the damage did go up. Makes sense. What is it? Skill damage and that. But what if we remove 124 and add dual? Oh wait, I didn't record that. 505 831.5074. We get these. We get these. It's nice. But it's not enough. So let this dual. I thought the dual would add more because it's a separate multiplier. It does not. Of course, that isn't fair because that's not maxed. It's not maxed. If I want to max it, where is it? It's 24 when maxed. So it's actually 56k. So that's a lot more. Wow. That is in fact a lot more. Oh man, but how do I find out the optimizer? Well, what the best of the combo is? How do I determine that? Obviously, I could just keep plugging numbers in out and out. But that's like a lot of work. It seems kind of boring. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm just quickly taking note of these damage stuff on a notepad. You can't see it. I would like to show it, but I did not know, figure out how to do that, so I didn't. My bad. Alright. Because it's gonna get really crowded on these Excel, Google Sheets, whatever. So times 2 slash 48% times 2 attack slash 24% dual bonus. And that is, what is it? Let me check. 500, 660k. So that is a lot of damage. A lot more. But now let's see what happens if so if it's 12, it's less. But if it's 24, it's much higher. The skill bonus. We'll keep it like that. What happens if I add 24 and 24? 700k. Versus if I add 60 and 60. 715 versus versus 60 and 24. Okay, I'll be honest, I did not capture any of what I just typed. Because that was the weapon damages I was doing real quick. Because I basically maxed out the thing. What if I remove 1 damage? And because I can still do this, right? That takes up 1 slot. These takes up 2 slots. These takes up 2 slots. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have 1 more slot available, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. No. Who cares? Yeah. Move that over here real quick. What to do. Let me quickly count how many slots I'm using. Okay. So the first reg is the 75% one with plus 18 morale. Okay, second wedge is these where is it? The second wedge is the C5 one with the 18% attribute attack plus 18% skill damage. Okay. The third wedge is Misty Veil with 30% damage, skill damage. I don't know how important that would be though, but let's not think about that. And then the fourth one will be Duel with 24%. And then, so therefore the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the eighth are free. But for this experiment, I put 24% and 24%. And then I also put 48%. 40% attack and a 48% attack again. Okay, so that is still correct then. That's still correct. That is in fact still correct. So let's go back to these. Let's see what it equals. Which equals excuse me. I'm trying to see which is the best one, right? Wait a minute. I just realized. You get optimal results when all the numbers are the same, right? So when you do 2 times 2 times 2. Now when it's like 4 times 1.2 or whatever. Can't I see what that is then?
Does the thought of big roller coasters and bigger hair in Dollywood get your heart beating faster? Or maybe your 10-gallon sized travel ambitions have you heading for Texas's Big Bend National Park? Or some small town and small state charm in Little Compton, Rhode Island might be more your speed. For adventures of all sizes, choose Allianz Travel Insurance to protect you, your
Yes. Yes. Yes, I think I'm understanding now. No, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't mess it up. Yes, because... Right? Because 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that's 5. Nice, you didn't bother doing that. Okay. It's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That's 32, but if you... okay, so... Wait. Times 5. That's... Okay, that's 10. 2 times 5 is 10, right? Because I did 5 2s. If I switch that up, I can't just do 10 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. That'll give me 10. I also cannot do 8 times 2 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1. Right? That's supposed to be 16. Whatever. Yes, okay. So the closer I get these numbers to each other is what will give me the highest damage in the end. Correct? That's how I'll know which one to do. Therefore, if I want to do this, I should find out what each multiplier is then. Yes. Yes, I think that is what I should do. What I have to do. Okay, so then let us find each one separately. How am I gonna do that? We can get rid of these, or at least move it. Okay. So the first one. Is the final character attack. Wait. Isn't it right there? These stuff? Yeah. It is. Whatever, it's fine. Skill multiplier base. Okay, I'm just gonna make it so all of it wraps. Morale multiplier. Resolve multiplier. Dual multiplier. Skill damage. That doesn't matter. That's different. That's different. Skill bonus multiplier. Alright. And so these will equal that. These will equal... Yeah, no, you're wrong. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. That is what it is. These will equal that. No, it will not. It will not equal that. It will equal these. That looks so awkward. Total damage multiplier. These look so awkward just sitting here, but whatever, it's fine, it's fine. I don't mind. There we go. Yeah. I'm just gonna do these. Bold that. And yeah, looks good enough to me. Looks good enough. So it's that. That's the total skill damage multiplier. Is it divided by 100, by the way? Yes. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Is it? If I replace these with just these, you... Did I mess it up? Hold on, I don't want to mess anything up. Let me just copy these, paste it here. No, you messed it up.
But Asana helps you handle it.
Oh my gosh, dude, these ads. And so I take that. I take these. And if I'm correct, yes, that is the same number. Okay. Divide these by 100. Divide that by 100. Morale is these divide by 100 plus 1. These is these. Okay. Times 3.75 divided by 100 plus 1. These is these divided by 100 plus 1. These divided by 100 plus 1. Okay. So then what I need to do, if I'm gonna make it super uber strong, is basically make it so all these numbers are equal to each other. And if I do that, then I'll get the biggest number ever. Because let's just do a quick sum. Sum equals... Get rid of that. Because these are all different multipliers. Right? And then... Wait. Alright, so... If I were to separate all these numbers together into an equal amount, I would have to do equals these divided by how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 6. Each number will be that. So what I have to do then is these times itself 6 times. No, that's not right. That's not right. No. Is that right? No. I can't just do that. Can I? No. Maybe the final attack doesn't count as a multiplier then. But it is still being multiplied. So yes, it does. Because in the 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, the 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, no, I'm misunderstanding something. Let me quickly check something. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is that. But I only get 5 twos. Correct? 2 times 5 is 10. Yes. So I cannot just do 10 times 1, 10 times 1. Because that'll give me 10. So what I have to do is times, that's me big number, right? Yes. Okay. Why is it like that? 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 Obviously, that's a much bigger, different number. I think it's just being applied differently. Okay. But why is it different? Don't, if, no, 2 times 5 is just 2 times, no. Oh, I understand. Because 2 times 5 is 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That is different from what I want. No, okay. So I just times it again by itself. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want 7. I want 2, 4, 6. My apologies. And that will get me that much of a big number. Don't know how big that is. Let's see if I can just merge it. It appears it gets to a very large number. Yes. Yes, it becomes a very, very big number when you separate itself into multiplying to itself. I don't know what I just said. Is there a, let me see something real quick. Well, I can't be certain I understand these all the way. But I believe I have gotten it correct. Of course, this is nowhere near what I'll be able to achieve. Because it just doesn't make sense. However, average of 6. Actually, I'm pretty sure I could just... Oh, please don't do anything. I'm quite certain I can just... Yes, that will work. Total damage. Yes, that will be correct. Make sure to do some stretching. Of course, there was no way I'll be able to do that because I cannot make each multiplier the same. Mainly the character attack, because technically that is the largest multiplier there is. Yes, that is the largest. So then in theory, shouldn't... If I am reading these correct, I would like to think that I would like to think sorry, give me a second. That for these to work, give me a sec. No, don't do that. No, no, no. Ah! There we go, I fixed it. Wait, now this isn't fixed. Okay. Ah, dang it. Alright. So these are some of the multipliers all added together when I want to do 2 times 2 times 2 times, whatever, right? And the average is 6, right? Because there's only 6 multipliers that I'm aware of. There might be 1 or 2 more, but I don't know what those are. I can add those later anyway. And damage dealt. Well, it's just that. Oh, dang it! I need to increase it.
Granger knows that if your alignment
I
is hard to
see
keep
it.
when the lights on, you go.
Okay, so that's the total damage dealt if I were to evenly distribute every single multiplier by itself. Like these, I'm given a total value of 10. I must find a way to take that 10 and divide it evenly, or rather divide it in a way that will give me the highest number. And the highest number will be it evenly distributed, which is in this case 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 32. So if I do it over here, since these are technically multipliers, I add them all together, I get the sum, and then I divide it by how much I had to get the average of each one. And then I take the average and multiply it by itself 6 times, because that's how many times I got it. Because if I do it correctly, well, these times 6 is the sum. So I'm still doing it correctly, I think. Okay. However, I won't be able to do that. Now we put this into practice, into reality. I won't be able to do that for this character attack because, like, that's. I don't think I can do it. So, okay, so now that I look at it like this, I have to get each number equal to how much I can. I'll have to look at um 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 yes. What am I saying? Okay. So I get that out of the way. How can I make it so that this number is equal to this? What is the next best way I can equalize the numbers? Because there's no way I'm giving these numbers to these ones. I can never equalize those. So what if instead Let's just pretend for a second that I can make all of these numbers equal. Well, let's ignore these two. Let's ignore these two. Let's pretend I can make these numbers equal. No. That's not right. Hold on, let us remove. Where did I put one, by the way? Would I change everything? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Let us pretend I remove these 48, 48, and I put 24, 24, because I'm interested. I would think that one would do damage, but it doesn't. No, it does not do more damage. No, why though? How much does it decrease the attack by? But why? But why? Why is it like this? Isn't there a way for me to find out how I should be what the optimal amount is? How can I do that? I know there's a way, but how much attack is too much attack? How much skill damage is too much skill damage? How do I balance it out? I think this game bit too over my head. Yeah. Is it getting... Actually, let's make these blue for Rebecca. That is now blue. I'm trying to... No. How do I figure that out? How do I know which numbers will get me the highest number? How will I figure that out? How will I know? Think. How will I know? 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 How? Think. How will I know? How will I know? How will I know? Cause, right? If I just... Because, okay, let us just do something real quick. Let's add 24, 24. Then remove this, remove that. Huh. So, what ends up happening is 24% skill gets me almost the exact same number. So in that case, what happens if I do instead? Forty-eight. Oh, whoa. The damage decreases heavily. Gets way too oversaturated. 48. I'm writing these on a notepad, by the way, because it won't look good on the sheet, the Excel sheet, the Google sheet. I mean, it won't look good on that. 8201.1658. And so, okay, yeah, damage decreases heavily if I just go full attack. Dang. But if I balance it out, 24. This is technically the highest number there is. Did I type in the same number twice? I think I'm going crazy. Why'd I do that? You guys don't see it, but yeah. Um. What if I move one attack? 24. Ooh, that does get me more damage. Apparently, doing that again puts me down. So, like, why? I'm just quickly labeling the test. Test 3, test 2. Okay, so I decided to add 2 character attack buffs. That will net me 707 or 409,000.067. Right, that's but with 24 times 2 skill damage. All right. So that means I get rid of these two attacks. Oh, is this wrong? I did something wrong. I have one extra. Don't I? I have one extra. That's dang it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's redo it. 60. It's 715k. Cool. Alright, now let's do it with, instead of that, we do 24. 70949. Now let's do with both of them combined. One and one. So we'll move 1. Let me just make it easy to see. And 60. Yeah, that is in fact higher. So 21, 2. Okay. Although I do know these would probably be higher if I just do these and move these, right? Yeah, it is slightly higher. It does go higher. We'll ignore that for now, though. So this going attack isn't good enough. I have to always combine, but I still don't know what the ratio is for attack to skill damage. At what point does having too much skill damage overtake having too much a character attack, you know? So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to figure that out. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. How do I know? I can't find any formula. I know it's there is the thing. I know it's there. But I don't know how to find it. How do I find it? Sorry, I just can't figure out how to do it. Oh, you know the worst thing is too? It'll probably be different for each character because each character has different base attacks. So it won't always be the same ratio. I mean, it might be up by like 1 or 2. Cause here, let's look at these real quick. Fina.
정말
Base attack 276. Base attack 320. She skills on HP, doesn't she?
무기
Base attack 414.
어디로 놀러 갈
Yeah.
거야?
정말 같이
어?
놀러 가는 거야? 약속한 거야? 절대
You
바꾸면
don't-
안 돼?
Huh. Interesting. She doesn't have base attack things.
어디로 놀러 갈 거야?
Yes, but
무기 고급
어디로 놀러 갈 거야?
so can I find a true base attack optimizer? I don't know. I don't believe I can. Oh.
저한테 데이트 신청하시는 건가요?
No, no, no. Can I? No. No, I know it's I know you can. I don't. I don't know it. And the worst part is, I know it's probably really simple. It's probably really simple. But I just don't know it. What could it be? What could it be? What could it be? What could it be?
The new SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants menu just dropped at Burger King. Dive into 4 delicious treasures while you still can.
Hey, where'd my Krabby Whopper go?
The SpongeBob movie, only in theaters, December 19th.
One thing I've noticed about football fans is they all talk like the players can actually hear them.
I just realized I had the desktop audio on while I was looking at the video. Whatever. Imagine if who made these games created a calculator optimizer for you to find out how much attack you need and how much skill damage you need, how much morale you should get, how much resolve you should get, how much bonus you can get from the characters themselves, and everything like that. By the way, I haven't even factored in the other characters, because that would be it's also way too much. I'm trying to just see solo. I doubt I'll care about the other ones.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services.
Let me test something.
Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also
If my base attack is super low, let's just do 100.
financial services, insurance, insurance. Now, when I say
Then attack percent becomes a lot less important. Correct? Fact. What if I just do 1? It won't matter how much attack I get. Even if I put this much. Wow, that's a lot. Hold on. Even if I put this much. Investing that much into it won't be worth it. Instead, what if I just did 24? Wow, that barely changed it. What if I did 500? How can I do it? Okay, I think there is a way for me to do it. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to move all these skill damage. Oh, this is so sad. It's fine though. It's not like I'm deleting everything. I'm removing all these skill damage. Morale. I'm removing all of these wedges too. Along with these. Oh, but that's the issue. That's the issue with these tribute attack, because that affects your base attack. Technically, that is a separate multiplier. Do I keep these? I could just create a calculator for that though too. Let's just delete it for now. $24. Okay. Okay. This is getting kind of the way. But let's think these through. Okay. 24% equals nothing. Okay. I say nothing, but it's just the base. Everything is just base. Yeah, that should be correct. Let's just quickly check these real quick. Actually, let me. You guys didn't see. I removed all the wedges and put back everything now,
데이트
right?
신청하시는 건가요?
So yeah, it's just efficiency now. So just to make sure everything is correct, we'll spawn one guy. We need 6K. That's correct. 20 something K. 27K. 27K. Okay, so that's correct. Oh, that's correct. Good, 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 good. And I say that because I just want to make sure I can use these, alright? Because then let's just add the guy back. It should be around 100K. I accidentally did too little. Kill that guy real quick. You guys can't see again. Yeah, 100, 180, 114. That's correct. I didn't see that. I'm 5. That's correct. Okay, okay, okay. So this is working, this is working, this is working, this is working. Alright, so we'll keep that then. These now. Let's add nothing is equal to 1025. 9006. 20, and then let's add 24% skill damage. It becomes 13,297.4159. And then for these, we'll remove the skill damage. This is supposed to be 48% attack, by the way. Skill damage is 24%. Character attack equals 48. Right. And so let's go back up here. We'll go to wedge attack. The damage is 12,444, 416. 0.9375. We can test these. We can test it. It's not that big of a deal.
저한테 데이트 신청하시는 건가요?
75. No. I said 48. Oh, the max is 175 by the way. So I attached a 100. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, can you? Okay. I attached a 48% wedge attack. Right? So I should get around here. Plus or minus a couple amount. Okay. 129,000. That's alright. That's within range, as expected. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. 24%. We'll go back to these. You guys didn't see it. My bad. Let me redo it. Alright, yeah, that's within range. I didn't see what it was. I didn't see what it was. It's okay. I'm pretty sure it was within range. Okay, let me just check one more time. Okay, I think someone saw that. I think that was in range. Oh, that was in range. That's a 48% attack.
신청하시는 건가요?
Now let's do the 24% damage. And see what that was. They really make this difficult to see. And see what that was. Hundred something. Dude, I can't see these numbers. $127K. Okay. That's within the range. It's within the range. Good. That's all we want. That's all we want to know. Okay. So, therefore, the percent difference is okay. To determine how much of a big difference that is, you take the bigger number divided by these 1.24. Take these divided by these 1.16. So a 48% appears to be a 48% attack is a 16% damage increase. Meanwhile, a 24% skill damage is a 24% damage increase, which makes sense. Because because that's what it says. I only do Q37 once, right? Yeah. Q37 is only mentioned once. Oh, right, because it's only affecting the multiplier itself. By the way, I think I forgot to do dailies. But that was a while ago. So it doesn't matter. So what happens if I do 48? I mean 24. Will it do 48? No. No, it does. It does do 48. So what if I do 1,000? Huh. That's not what I expected. Maybe it is. Okay, the number starts to get a bit janky. Because here, look. 24 times 4. No, that's still correct. Two, 4, 6, 8. No, that is. That's correct. Okay. Okay, I think I understand now. So the difference then between these two is, if I'm not mistaken, a 1.0, whatever that is. Percent equals these minus 1 times 100. Huh. That's not right. Because these times 100, which is a percent. Huh. No, it is not that big of a percent. It is a 6 point whatever percent. Da, 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 da. percent increase. Percent difference. So, for these to then be equal, I need to take 48 times 6.3, no? So hmm. What am I waiting for? Take that number, take 48% times 48 times. It's so dumb, I swear. Divided by 100 plus 1. Okay, so if instead I had 51.31 attack, it should equal this much? That? Is that correct? No, it's not. It's not even close. It's not close. Why? What if instead I just kind of cheated, or I literally did that already. um. It's 8% off. 8% less effective. Okay, you know what we're gonna start doing? We're just gonna No, but I know I can figure this out. Okay. What would the formula be for this? It would be like 107, 255 times. Oh no, but that doesn't work. That doesn't work. This is different. It's not just like that. I can't just add attack and multiply it, because no, I can. No. What happens if I put 75? Way big difference. When I put 55. Oh, my bad. See, I get really close if I have a 75% attack. How effective is that? Oh, I'm 1% off. Wait, hold on. 28 times 1.20. No. 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 Hmm. No, I don't think I'm connecting the dots, man. I know I'm close. Like, really close. What is that basic formula that I can use? I can't think of it. Yeah, no, I can't think of it. I can't. I can't. It doesn't work like that. Because it goes through an entire formula. Like. Nah. Can't figure it out. Actually, you know what? I am trying to get it equal. 300 and 299. Okay, I'm trying to get it equal to these. Right. So. It's like X equals 9997 and 150. is it? Hold on a minute. If 48% equals 16%, doesn't that just mean 48 divided by 16? No, 48 divided by 16 is 3. So for every 1%, for every 3% attack, there is a 1% increase in total damage. That's like not right. But if we apply these to 75%, 75 equals 75 divided by 25, we get 3. So 24. So what it's gonna end up equaling then is for me to get 24. 24 is 24% increase. So it's x equals 24. Or rather, it's 3x equals 24. Huh. No, these make sense. These make sense. Because, okay. Attack equals 16% increase. %3 attack equals 1% increase. So for every 3% attack, there was a 1% increase in total damage. Therefore, if there's 24%, that means it's simply 24 times 3. Alright. 24 times 3. 72 attack. All I need then is 72 attack to reach it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. Yep, I got it. There we go.
Longing for lazy summer days in Santorini.
These
or a
did not
dreamy
do
drive
anything
down the
for
Blue
me.
Ridge
I was gonna
Parkway
strike it
fall.
out.
With an annual plan from Allianz Travel Insurance, you can choose both. Be ready to go year-round whenever wanderlust strikes.
Dude, ads are the bane of my existence. Yeah. So this means 72% attack is equal to 24% skill damage. About. Unfortunately, if I add the attribute attack, that's gonna change everything. And this is only relevant to Rebecca, level 80, plus 20, plus 30 passive attack. So it's completely different for each character. Equals attack. Yeah, seems fair. And that does end up being the right number. Okay. Now my next concern is his attribute attack, because that does affect the base attack. But for right now, this means if I want to keep it equal, or rather, if I want the most damage, what I'm going to want is... Okay, how many slots will be available to me? In theory. Let's assume I have 4 slots open. How will I equal that out? To equal that out, 4 slots open. Since 72% attack equals 48%. No, since 72% attack equals 24% skill damage, then well, $96 divided by 3 is 32. Yes, that is correct. That is the most optimized damage I could do right there. But unfortunately, there's nothing like that.
저한테 데이트 신청하시는 건가요?
Because think about it. Equals. If I go 96 skill damage, I need 96 times 3. Like 300. Okay, what's the actual? 284 attack percent? Unfortunately though, if I go here to attack, highest I can get is 48%. Oh, and 175. Yeah, that's the highest I can do. Unfortunately, unless I do relentless. You know what they account for? The trial rank 150. I don't think it matters though. But yeah. As for the other multipliers, I assume. Actually, let's do that test real quick. Equals 10 times 10 times 2 times 2 times 2. Is that right? So 6 times 1 times 1. 600. 4 times 1. 8. Whoop. Really? Huh. Two, four, six. 1, 600. If I do oh, let's do this. No, it's still the same. Huh. Maybe let's do this instead. Much different. Okay, so yeah. Okay, that's okay. That's the thing then. What I have to do is because these numbers are never gonna equal these. That's just not happening. So what I'll have to do is make these numbers equal each other, and then make these two numbers equal each other. Because I don't think I'll be able to. It's just the gap is way too much. I can never equalize it properly. You guys can't see what I'm even talking about. I won't. The entire time I was doing the entire thing too. I was doing the number over here with the 2 times, not 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, 10 times 10, blah 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 blah, right? These 10 times 10 is the character attack and the skill damage boost. And these 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, that's the morale, resolve, duel, and skill. Of course, these two will never be at the maximum effect at the same time, because one is depending on how much HP you have, and the other is depending on how much HP you don't have right at the time. If your current HP. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's about it then. I do worry that the trial rank affected my results though. But I did get the right number anyway. So. Yeah. Yeah. I'll leave it like this for now. But you see, wait, I just realized something. 24. 24 times 3 is 72. 48 divided by 3 is 16. That means I'm essentially getting 96%. No. 24 times 3 is 72. 72% attack. So I need attack skill for these to match. The more skill I get, the more attack I need. Sorry, might be a bit loud. The more attack I get, the more skill I need. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so it's something like that. I'm gonna head off for now. There's some more stuff I'll have to do. I don't know if I'll actually do it though. But it's funny. It's funny. I will find it more if I feel like it. Yeah. See ya.